doesn't seem to end. Let's now get the flood situation in Victoria, where our reporter Emilia Terzon is on the banks of the Maribyrong River there. No, she's not. She's actually where the Maribyrong River has receded, and that's what's left behind. Emilia, talk us through the cleanup process.
So I'm currently in someone's backyard where they're assessing the damage. As you can see, that is indeed the Maribyrong River behind me. It was surging yesterday. The water was up about this high. It's definitely receded now. There's still an emergency warning in place for this area, and emergency services have told me this morning that they believe about 100 homes here in this community were inundated. It's a very rare event here for this suburb that is literally 15 minutes drive from the centre of Melbourne City. People haven't been told when they can formally come back here yet. We know that some people went to a community centre overnight, other people went to family and friends. But to tell me more about just how shocking this event was, we are joined here by Lisa Quincy, who owns this property. Lisa, how are you feeling this morning?
A little overwhelmed, actually, coming back. There's lots of mud and very lucky at the same time.
So what do you think the damage is? Take me on a little walk if that's okay.
Sure. So yesterday, this was the pool. We couldn't see any pool or any deck. It was sort of like living on a houseboat. There was waters lapping at each side of the four doors, and nothing else was visible. It was just pure lake around it.
So that behind you is a pool, and you've got a shipping container. You believe the shipping container wouldn't get inundated, didn't you?
I did. I actually have lots of things I'd stored in there, and no, it's definitely been inundated and up to the same level in the shipping container.
And let's take a walk this way towards the bottom of your home. So have you looked yet, Lisa, at what the electricals are doing here?
No, all of the power points were submerged, which was when we turned off the power. My concern was the fridge had fallen, and there was I could hear the fridge falling, and there was some, everything, all the power had been affected.
Let's take a little walk just underneath your house. I think the lucky thing in Lisa's point of view is that she is in a raised home, which means that there's obviously damage here, Lisa, but luckily, your top floor bedroom hasn't been ruined. Come through here. So just talk me through what's in here. What are we seeing in here?
Sure. So this is the fridge downstairs and the freezer behind the fridge. I couldn't actually get to the other things that were behind there because I didn't have enough time to move them up. I did sandbag the toilet, and this is the kids'.
We're just being a little bit careful here because it's very muddy. We're not going to slip live on television here, Lisa.
So just the laundry things, all of the electricals down here, and the sandbag did its job. It stopped the sewage flowing over, so that was fabulous.
So obviously a really shocking event for you here as a family. You've got kids. Where are they? How are they feeling?
So the kids I took the kids to a hotel last night and had the dogs looked after. So we had the offer of families, but I actually tried to make it a bit of a positive event for the kids and something a little bit novel. So we needed to do that.
You're a psychologist.
Yes, I am.
How do you feel the community is going to deal with this situation?
Look, really for a lot of residents, it's going to have so much impact. A gentleman a couple of doors up, there's quite a lot of elderly here, and that's my biggest concern because their houses have been inundated.
Not everyone's as lucky as you here to be on double-storey houses, hey?
Absolutely. We used to have a cottage here, and had it have been my cottage, we would have been inundated the same as so many other residents, and I just feel for them. It's a terrible spot.
And you have a friend who hasn't been so fortunate as you this morning.
No, their house took the brunt. They're still you can't get through to their house at the moment. And that's been really concerning, particularly for their children as well, who are really worried. And I will do a walk by and let my friends know how their house is looking. So.
And does the community need anything? Are you getting enough support?
Look, we haven't got to that yet. Look, the SES were amazing. The police knocking on the door. I haven't really had time to process what we need, but the cleanup's going to be massive here. That's for sure.
And do you have insurance, flood insurance?
I do. I'm very fortunate. Spoke with my insurance when I was upstairs yesterday, and they were really supportive. So that was great to know that was there. But again, so many other people don't, and they're the ones that I really feel for moving forward. They're going to need lots of support. A lot of the older people will, and not, you know, others that just don't have the insurance. Absolutely, they will have lost everything.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, Lisa. As you've heard there, a really big cleanup underway. Maribyrong is still formally under an alert. People haven't yet been told to come home, and there'll be a lot of flood damage to assess when they do.
Yeah, it's really driven home the devastation that these floods have caused, hasn't it, Emilia? Thank you very much for that, and we wish Lisa the best as well as she tries to clean up. That's Emilia Terzon there speaking to us from Melbourne on the banks of the Maribyrong River, or from Victoria. We're now going to go to Tasmania, which is